We're playing Hex Shards of Fate, Merry Melee Corinth format. It's free to play on PC and PS4. You can download the game using the link in my description. I don't get any benefit from that, just more players. These are all decent, but I really like this one because it's conscripting troops, which means creating troops like this card does, and putting them into my hand. Yes, they only cost 3, but that could be some very good cards. Now, see, I've had it in my hand both the first turn and now the second turn, and it's a 3-drop, so I'd love to have it on my hand on my third turn, but chances are I probably won't see it till late game. It's kind of RNG here, a little bit. Here's the sleeve we're playing this match. Pretty cool. I'm not shy of the blood and the art in this game, which I like. Wow, every one of these cards is good. But this is really hard to beat, so I'm gonna play this. A lot of times if you're versing that, you might as well concede because you just can't overcome. Because the Briar Legion, each time it comes out, it doubles in power. And if it dies and goes away and comes back out, it counts itself again. So it just keeps, not doubles, but adds +2/+2. So initially it's double. Over time it becomes more and more. This could be good, but you know, if he doesn't get flight, it's a wasted card. I could get this and start attacking, but I'd rather have this later if needed. He really needs to find a hero fall. Now great, I found this and this. Fortunately, I probably need to play this to trigger this. So the first time it's going to come out, it's going to be a 2/2. Next time I play one, it's going to get +2 on it. So it'll become a 4/4. Even if it's already entered play, the next one will be triggering it. So okay. That ability will not fire, or won't benefit him any. It'll fire and go away because rabbit abilities happen once on the very first attack. Wow, all kinds of good stuff here. I could play the Rage guy with this. I just love this card so much, and it could go long, this game, so we'll take this and the chance that we'll get to play it. I mean, we're already halfway there on the resources. And, you know, this now creates more Briar Legions. So it created another one, so we have at least 3 more in there. This is going to buff this to a 4/4. But I'm also happy to kill this off if it attacks. Because when it comes back, it's gonna get the benefit in it. And when it comes into my hand, it creates another one. So it's just an endless cycle. Wow, this is just really good. Put this down because it's a 4/4. Even though this is bigger and better, we want to just keep triggering that. Because now this is going to cause them both to be 6/6s. And although we will play this and then trigger our charge power next turn and see what we draw, and we could potentially draw something better, we will likely play this before combat to boost this to a 6/6 when it attacks in. at this point he's thinking, oh, I'm going to take 4 next turn, but he doesn't realize that I'm going to play this. Wow, I just keep getting amazing stuff. This is also deadly. He can become toxified, which means 2 hits from that, and he's dead. But, like I said, I gotta buff this. The next one will make him an 8/8, which there it is. It's created another one because it's entered my hand. So all these other great cards I'm getting, I'm probably not gonna play. But Briarpatch is awesome. I do love, like, I don't know what that is, but it's like this witch is transforming that into this, maybe, or creating it. It looks awesome, whatever it is. Wow. Oh, that's good. But he's gonna have to use it as a blocker. So in another game, I'd be terrified of that, but since he's gonna have to use it as a blocker, I'm not so terrified, because I'm gonna play this before, so I'm gonna make 2 8/8s, so he's really in trouble. This is terrible. This is good because it's gonna grow every time we play a resource, but again, we're not gonna get to play it because we're trying to buff these guys. So we'll just go into our deck of awesome cards that won't see the light of day. Huh? Okay, he wants to use the ability, which is fine, but he's now at 6. I don't know why. Because if it randomly does 4 to these two, they're not going to die. So yeah, again, we're going to play another one. These are going to all become 10/10s. I mean, he would at this point need 2 blockers if he uses this one as a chumper. I'm guessing he wants to attack with it, yeah. Maybe he sees it's futile and is just... That's a great card. He's gotten some really good cards too. Okay, see, if he'd left that up, he could live, but now he's going to take... Alright. Well, I think the MVP of that match was Briarpatch for creating all those Briar Legions. But let me know what you think in the comments, if that was the MVP or not. And as I said, you know, somebody plays that card, the game's pretty much over unless you have something equally as devastating or some way to stop that. So if you're pressed for time, you might concede against that just to get to a better game. Alright, see you guys in the next match.